Well, thanks to dear old Daddy Mundus, we finished up taking care of that sacrifice we needed for the staff of Hermes.
I mean, in all fairness,
And I got a free blue orb.
We didn't really need his help. It's just that, well, Mundus just likes to make sure things are properly and effectively overkilled.
If not that, then yeah, you also have the point of, like, maybe this is all part of his grand scheme. But anyway, we're going to go...
Well,
out
it's
here.
also just a matter that... It's just... Mundus is like the kind who's like, I only made you so you could to give him a warm-up, and then I'll be there to crush him when he's most weak.
Also, this mission I hate, because this mission took me like 10 minutes.
You gotta step on all the skulls.
You have to do the demon hop, which
Spooky, scary skeleton.
And they laugh at you when you fail.
Yes, they actually do that.
Can you actually put in the spooky, scary song?
No. Oh my gosh. It took me like 5 minutes, but there you go.
God, just imagine if they were all laughing like Mandark or something.
on hard... Oh, you want the best? And you know the best part? On hard mode, they actually can start aggroing and attacking you.
Even skulls can get impatient.
Which really makes it hard to try and get up to that floor. But yeah, so there we go. It's otherwise a free bloor, but it's just, it takes a while to get that angle just right, because the camera doesn't like cooperating with you, and you have to be like if you want to bounce on someone's head, you have to be pushing like at a direct perpendicular angle to them. You get the issue.
Yeah.
So, well, yes, welcome back to Devil May Cry. We've collected the Staff of Hermes, which will allow us to hopefully unlock the gate to the underworld. Once we get back into the castle, which is why we had the Wheel of Destiny, so we can open this bridge again.
Oh, Hermie, that bad man took your staff!
No, put the Wheel of Destiny in. And click.
Hermie, he took your staff! Damn it.
Hermie. What the hell are we doing?
I don't
so
know.
I'm gonna do this.
Hermes.
There's a lot of creepy. There's a lot of creepy wife voices out there, aren't there?
Yes, there are.
Oh
And
baby,
and
oh
there's a
baby,
few...
oh baby.
Rocco.
Which I actually now someone was telling me like, yeah, that's the reason why Mr. Bighead hates Rocco so much. Is that if you go to the first episode that they ever appeared in, Mr. Bighead's whole introduction to Rocco was walking in on him, handing his... it was his whole introduction to Rocco was Mr. Bighead walking in while Mrs. Bighead was giving Rocco money.
All while they were in ropes.
Oh, no.
And that was in the first episode, so yeah, it's really suddenly no surprise that Mr. Bighead doesn't really like Rocco all that much.
Yeah.
Anyway,
wow. For kids.
Alright,
For kids.
Stinger jump.
Woohoo!
Get that. Also, as you may have noticed in the background for those playing the home game, is that suddenly that giant statue of Mundus has disappeared.
Yep.
So it has.
Again, that is
now all
Mundus.
that's here is just this all that's here is this giant icon.
Mundus was watching you that whole time.
I guess so,
Did
yeah.
you say this
there
is
we
an
go.
icon of sin?
Yeah.
And
I do like how the icon of sin looks in Doom 2016, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And
Wait,
just looking at how...
Don't you mean Eternal? It's not really in 16.
It is in 16, or something like it looks like it's in 16. In fact, there's that Easter egg where if you shoot it in the forehead.
Okay, true.
Just like you did.
But that's like the
Anywho.
remains of it.
Fine, it's like a remodeling. Yes, go ahead, James. What are these guys?
They're essentially doppelgangers.
And also, I'm going to say right now, if you do not kill them fast enough, here it's fine. There's a later room that if you don't kill them fast enough, they can infinitely multiply.
Oh!
And just wreck you.
So that's why I use Ifrit to very quickly deal power damage. And the best thing about Ifrit is that Ifrit is very good at stunning things that have otherwise a lot of poise. Like Alistair, you could attack something, but it could still move around while being attacked. Ifrit, if you hit them, they are staying put. Like, no! Don't multiply right now! And there, what would have been, when I first was playing this game, those guys kept multiplying for like 5 minutes. There, I just kill them in one hit. Well, multiple hits, but you get the idea.
Thank you.
Jump up here, get a blue orb.
I killed them in many hits.
Yes, this many hit.
You really took pride in that particular blue orb fragment.
I like it. Also, it's stupid because that's so this game, sometimes I love it and I hate it.
Why, it tastes so good.
By the way, not going to lie, you're saying in this many hits, the way you said
Yes.
hit just made me laugh so much. Just
Why?
in this many hits.
Yes, because I was adding emphasis to the fact that I was wrong. Die fetish. Thank you. I
don't
love
think
this
that
game
was
that
fetish.
allows me to see. Yeah, that was fetish. It had the fire core. The other things are puppets. Those things are fetish.
Okay.
Thank you, game, for letting me have such great discussions such as that. Let's go back to the cathedral. Let's go back to the cathedral, because in the cathedral I can take the... What the heck? That wasn't there before.
Ew, who left their splooge in here?
I don't want
Turn
to
to
hear
Ouster
that.
right away. I'm gonna do this just for no reason whatsoever other than to be ready. Because we're about to have a...
Yeah, Slimer, I think this is yours.
Because, yeah, Because we got ourselves a boss, and we need to find the Bluestone later to be able to go into the underworld. Hey, Nightmare.
Oh, wow. Slimer really has seen better days.
Welcome to Nightmare, one of the more odd bosses in that it has no real conscience. It just seems to be some sort of power of Mundus, of straight from hell, like some creation of his. Also, his physical form cannot be revealed unless these switches are turned on, but the switches don't last too long, but only that core is actually damageable. So there are a couple ways you could kill this boss. If you're fast enough, you could keep running back and forth to that switch to turn it on and off again. But what you really want to do, if you want to like actually complete it for real, is you want to get captured, because then it turns into a mid-boss rush. Or not mid-boss rush, like every time you fight Nightmare 3 times. First you have to fight these Sargassos, which, you know, one grenade shot is all it takes for each one. But then, as you probably saw that big shadowy thing over there, each of the 3 times you fight Nightmare, you have to fight one of the previous bosses you fought as one of his phases before you can continue doing damage to Nightmare.
I mean,
If I'm not-
it makes sense.
I could be wrong, but aren't the bosses you can fight when sucked in randomized?
No, it's always in the same order. It's always Phantom, then Griffin, and then we'll be fighting Nello Angelo again.
Gotcha. But yeah.
They have reduced health, but yeah, no, just a good boss is a boss that makes you fight another boss before you can get the permission to fight it some more.
I only
A
consider
good
it
boss
good
makes
if
you
the
fight a boss before you boss that boss.
Yes.
I only say it's good if the boss that you have to refight is actually weaker. Like you can literally just plow through it in no time flat.
Sometimes they're a little bit tougher, but thankfully, and that's the other thing, they don't always give you a health refill after you fight that other boss, so you gotta be careful. But for doing that, we deal a bunch of damage to Nightmare. And after doing that, it fills up with yellow energy. The switches stay on a lot longer now.
Ooh, good.
Good.
So that's like your benefit for fighting this. Other than that, Nightmare has a lot of attacks that can catch you off guard very quickly, especially in the final fight against him.
Would you say that it's a nightmare to fight him?
You're not even trying anymore. You're just saying the name again
Shut
as
the
part of
fuck
the
up!
sentence. Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
watching all the pretty colors, okay?
Fair enough. So yeah, what's up, James?
All I was gonna say is that yes, that same Nightmare beta weapon you've got is pretty much the prototype to this thing.
Yeah. And, there we go. So yeah, that was the first fight. Nightmare is this oddity where Nightmare isn't really all that bad the first time, and not even the second time. It's the third fight that suddenly if Nightmare could have, like, freaking gauntlets to throw down, he'd throw down both of them and then just
Well, it
say
also
you're
doesn't
screwed.
help that in the third fight. Well, gonna keep this as
gets
spoiler free as possible. Yeah, he has an ally.
Yep, he gets help, and then he also has a desperation attack phase.
Oh, so just like the shadows.
Yeah, there we go. So it is possible to get across, or you can
So-
just use air hike and fly across. But yeah, Staff of Hermes.
All right, and now we're ready to turn this sucker into Mario 64.
Woo! Oh yeah, you're right. Because with the Staff of Hermes, we get paintings.
Oh, yay!
Two paintings.
It's almost like they're practically lifelike.
So I'm gonna go in this one real quick, because if you go in this one, we end up back in that bedroom when we were outside meeting El Angelo, and here is a blue orb.
Ooh.
Shard.
A blorb.
Well, it gives me a full blue orb, so I'm down for that. I'm now, I think I officially have 1.5 health bars. And up here is an invincible. An untouchable. It makes me invincible. I'm going to hang on to that as a back burner. I'm hoping to not use it, but if not, it is very helpful in final boss stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
So
Right,
anyway, now
damned.
let's get on to the actual mission. Let's move on.
All right.
So, Nightmare, our first encounter with Nightmare is destroyed. Screw you. Oh, snap, look at the lower right.
What's going on the lower right?
I have over 4,000 screaming red orbs.
What is it? What does that mean?
Actually, okay.
That means my pockets are very annoying to people who hate loud noises, and I also can buy air hike.
Yay! Now you can double jump.
Alright.
But only when you have Alistair equipped.
In
I'll buy you a lore.
In Good Mythical Morning, there's a random character that tends to pop up called Cotton Candy Randy, who is said to be a demon from hell.
Okay.
As a joke. And he always whispers, quote-unquote, sweet nothings to Red. But they're so superbly loud, everyone can hear it. And one of them
They're not whispers, then.
One of them literally says, "The world will eventually fall, and the streets will run blood, and screams will be our currency." So yeah, basically screams are our currency.
I mean, honestly, when you look at Devil May Cry 3 and stuff, he pretty much predicted that story.
Yeah.
It's the Herald anyway.
Or maybe took from it.
This chapter is also a very particularly hard one, more so the boss that we're going to be fighting. But first off, these are the Ice Blades, which I was surprised to see that these guys returned in Devil May Cry 4.
Huh.
Yep.
You actually fight these things before you fight the normal blades. But anyway, these guys are pretty tough and like to tank a lot of hits. And I hate it that this game does this where they have cutscenes that hit you right after the cutscenes. Like, Jesus.
Yep.
Give me a second to panic.
I guess you could say they should cut that out.
Oh, and if you're wondering what I'm doing, the fun trick with Ifrit is that it's not so much a different timing of when you tap triangle, but if you hold triangle on some of the attacks, you can charge up your punches and kicks with a little more oomph.
And also, fire kind of hurts ice, so...
Oh, absolutely. Alright, let's keep moving. Yeah, no, this chapter, I'm going to say right now, I remember when I was playing this for the first time, this chapter is the one I reset the most on because the boss, so that's a fetish because of its fire core. This chapter is the one that its boss really can, like, catch you off guard if you're not ready.
Dare I ask who the boss is?
You'll see, because I'm getting into him. Get out of the way. I'm going to switch to Alistair because I like to style it up a bit more. What is your guys' favorite? I'm actually curious, Matt, in all the Devil May Cry games you've played, which is your favorite, like, Devil Arm? Like, which is your favorite, like, weapon you've been using?
I want to say... It's actually hard. I personally really like just the normal Rebellion and Alistair and all that. I really do like that. Because of how stylish, and I'm a sucker for using regular weapons in games. But I also fucking love the nunchucks.
From Cerberus from Devil May Cry.
Cerberus's weapon, which return in 5 and are even more badass.
That's so sweet. I can't wait.
Because here's the thing.
Oh, by the way, so here's our boss. We have to fight this. Oh, by the way.
Okay.
We fight a T-Rex head.
Oh, and guess what, guys? Listen very closely to when I hit this.
Holy shit!
That's Bowser from Mario Kart.
Oh.
Come on. And listen. Yeah, that's Bowser's sound effect from Mario Kart, or whatever stock effect they used.
Well, what do you know? Bowser jumped ship.
Mario, how dare you disturb my vacation?
Wait a minute, you're not Mario!
Stand there and you get a blue orb piece. Thank you. Thank you, Kamiya.
But yeah, no, in Devil May Cry 5, this isn't really a spoiler. Or at least it's not a big one. So it's revealed that in 3, the Cerberus we fought in that one was actually just like a minion. Like he's one of multiple different Cerberus.
There it is.
Multiple different Cerberus. The one we fight in 5 and get his weapon, he is the master of all Cerberus. And not only that, instead of just giving you each nunchuck is its own weapon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
so all
awesome.
3 of them. Okay, that's silly. But yeah, no, I'm excited. Yeah, no, I like that. I like some of the. I do like the mecha, like the cyborg, like Sentai Ranger plant thingy from Devil May Cry 4, which is basically it's basically Ifrit again, but you have mech parts. I don't know. The game is very creative with its weapons, and that's part of what makes it so charming.
Also, correction. I said we later fight Ifrit in the series. I was wrong. I was thinking of Belial from...
the
Burial.
the giant fire thing. Yeah, Burial, the fire demon.
Ah, okay.
He has a fun weapon too.
Because
Anyway,
his appearance is very similar to like old
Ifrit, yeah.
text versions of Ifrit.
Anyway, now we can get to the big reveal we were trying to hide this whole time. Because when we get up here, we find Nello Angelo again.
Hey, Nello.
And also, this is my favorite version of Ultraviolet, his theme.
A man with guts and honor. I like that.
And yes, his theme is called Ultraviolet, which is awesome.
Come on and face me. And, oh, what's this? He's going to put aside his disguise.
And reveal his true form to thee.
But all this time... Give it a second. The plot twist is warming up. It still needs to go in the microwave for about 2 more minutes. Okay, it's done.
Behold, Dante, I am your brother.
Yep.
That's Virgil.
It's Virgil. However, it's only revealed that it's Virgil after you fight him.
Yeah, there's a cutscene. It's revealed like you'll fight him.
Yeah.
This guy is very tough. He has a lot more health than normal. He summons energy blades. He's for some reason does not have Yamato with him. I don't know why.
Because Yamato is trapped in hell. Or no. Yamato, by this point in the story, the church from 4 have it.
Oh yeah, they must have captured it after. That's fair.
Yeah,
okay.
because
But
at the end of
Hurt.
at the end of 3, major spoilers. Virgil goes down to fight Mundus himself because that game is a prequel.
he thinks he can do.
He gets defeated by Mundus. Yamato shatters, and Yamato is basically found by the church.
Yeah, because that's what Virgil thought was. Hey, I lost to my brothers. I know I'll take on my father's worst arch nemesis.
Also,
anyway, how you doing,
also
James?
really quick, just
Oh yeah.
listen. I fucking love this theme.
Oh, the guitar riff is awesome.
Also, it's kind of hard to hear from all the freaking
I'll listen to it.
noise.
I'll listen to it later in high def. But yeah, so Alice, I would not recommend Alistair because he can attack much faster than you. I recommend Ifrit because, especially when you activate Devil Trigger, you can stun lock him very easily with all of our fast punches.
Ironic. It's funny you say that, considering I always figured Ifrit was the slower weapon between the two.
But again, the trick is that you stun lock him. So if you stun him, then all of your attacks have an actual chance to land. Whereas with Alistair, he could run around and hop all over. Also, I guess just get lucky. Okay, screw this grenade.
Talk about fighting fair, huh? Yeah, no, poor Virgil, like, reduced to such low res,
Yep.
inglory.
That amulet.
And this is where it's revealed that it's our brother.
Because he has the same one as we.
But listen in the background.
Virgil, Dante, happy birthday.
And we never do learn which one actually got chocolate.
They probably both got chocolate because the mother is a very kind person.
And that's the point, and that's the moment where Dante's like, and that's when Dante's like, fool, I had the chocolate all along, and he unwraps his amulet, and it's just a freaking chocolate amulet on it.
No, Virgil would do that. You're like, you fool, I had the chocolate all along.
And yay, who'd have thunk? Trish is actually a bad guy.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
really?
It's,
Oh.
it's almost like she barely actually helped us in the grand scheme of things.
And showed up, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna quote Egoraptor, is that she showed up and was like, I'm completely destroying everything, don't you care? Babe, I'm too cool to care. Anyway, this is the perfect amulet, which it turns out with the power of the brothers combined.
By your powers combined, I am Lucifer.
I am Soul Edge.
Yep.
The upgraded version of the weapon, the sacred weapon that Sparta wielded many years ago, just called Sparta. And it's a really awesome sword, probably one of the best weapon in this game. And what does this game decide to do right after giving us the greatest melee sword weapon in the game?
Plunge us
Just
into
give me a
the
second.
depths.
I'm savoring. Yeah, I'm savoring this moment.
Savor
Like
it.
this.
Savor it as it's burning your hands.
But yeah, no. What does the game do right after giving us the best melee weapon in its entire game, Matt?
What did they do?
Plunge
You
you
go into
the
this
depths of
portal.
hell.
No, they just pop you in. They hang on. We gotta go to one of these portals. Oh, that's what we want. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I started this joke way too early. What does this game do after giving you the best melee weapon
Put
in
you
the
in
game?
the water level?
Yeah, put you underwater where you can't use the damn thing.
Yeah.
Boy bunnies.
This is why the later games. Now, I love this first game. I still think it's a great game. In fact, I'm downloading it right now as we speak on the Switch. But
Hooray!
there
we go. Blue orb.
there is one issue. I think that it definitely the later games, with the exception of 2, fix. Every time you get a new weapon, you are put in a battle to test out that weapon. Always.
Which is great. So because it's gonna be a while before we can actually show it off, I'm gonna say so. The big thing with Sparta is it has the main pros and cons of it is while you're wielding Sparta, you cannot Devil Trigger. You cannot transform to Devil Trigger. However, the trade-off is that when you wield Sparta, literally every attack you use deals the same amount of damage as a fully powered Alistair Devil Trigger.
Yep.
Nice.
So it's great for base damage, but I'm gonna do it at least once or twice. Is if I ever want to transform into Devil Trigger mode to, get my health back, I'm gonna have to swap weapons.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna go up here because geez,
I like how the
underwater
water
did
doesn't
not.
even fill in this room. It just goes like, yeah, okay, I'm here.
I'm trying to swim here.
Honestly, it's funny because it's like they're trying to make it seem like you're flying, and to do that, you just swim.
I mean, it works, and there we go. Yeah, I just noticed that when the bubbles appeared, like I was recording this pretty well in the Elgato, but goodness, this game does not like the bubble effect, and suddenly swimming. Oh gosh, okay, we're good. I'm just gonna swim all the way up here because now we have gotten the amulet, and now with the power of the amulet, we can now. Excuse me, sir. Please, thank you. I can now get the Philosopher's Egg.
Well, okay.
We're getting
Why was
there.
it
However,
an egg? I forgot about that.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like,
Well,
why couldn't
I
it
guess,
just be the Philosopher's Stone?
Well, I guess consider this.
Hey,
We're going.
Hey guys, look! I got me an egg.
That's not the neck. But yeah, no, and considering. Okay, consider this with the puzzle. Then also, there's a blue orb back here for no reason. Is that we're taking the egg to a giant sacred blue fire where we can hatch it. Oh, thank goodness, just in time. We're going to take it to a sacred blue fire where it will hatch and then give us the Philosopher's Stone.
What?
I don't know stone biology. Don't ask. Let's just pop it in the old oven.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? Actually, it was the egg that birthed the stone that created the chickens.
Kingdom Hearts writer, get out of here. We told you to leave.
Oh, god damn it.
Hi,
Our nightmares have
Nightmare.
come back to haunt us.
So I'm gonna just say, screw it, capture me so I can just fight the dang thing.
Take me, Daddy!
So now we're gonna fight Griffin, who's just gonna very patiently wait in the back there.
Oh my god! It's just standing there all in shadow.
He's just hanging out. Don't worry.
He's just standing there.
Menacingly!
I'm just gonna take these guys out real quick here, real quick like, and
Oh, by the way,
activate.
You miss on!
you got it through my mouth, you bitch!
You missed. How did you miss? It was 5 feet in front. Okay. Anyway, let's fight for reals now.
By the way, later games, one of my favorite things they do is that they actually have a voice announce what your rank is.
Combo
like, you're
is?
cool. Like, they go, bravo! And all that.
Yeah. So once again, like just looking at his health bar just now, that's the power of Sparta. It's
I mean,
pretty sick.
honestly, whatever shortcomings you could just say about this game, like I feel like it's one of those cases where you can sort of forgive them on the fact that, well, it was the first go, and secondly, they honestly didn't get their footing back until the game after the next.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't.
definitely.
Yeah. I think it was the third game that really helped set the tone for them. But I still think like this kind of this.
Oh God! You know how much that stings.
Okay, nope, don't capture me again.
I don't think it can capture you again. Just the most you can do
I think
is
it
really
was
just
damage.
Yeah, it just damages you.
All right, so now I'll just activate that again. And now we'll just use Sparta to wreck this thing. But yeah, I mean, I would classify it in the same like in the same pool as, say, the original Resident Evil, where it hadn't quite found its tone, but it's just so campy and fun, and it's like,
Yeah.
it doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah.
And then here's the fun part. I think there's actually a lot of similarities between Resident Evil 2 and Devil May Cry 2.
No, of
Stop
course
it.
there definitely are. For one of the big facts that Dante here, he was originally supposed to be Leon.
Right.
Right.
Actually, it's funny you bring up Resident Evil 2 and Devil May Cry 2, because one of those two games was made with Kamiya's help. Can you guess which one that was?
It was a Devil May Cry 2? His Pride and Joy?
No. It was Resident
Oh.
Evil 2.
Yeah, they didn't have him on for
Yeah.
Devil May Cry 2 until like the last 6 months.
I don't think he was
But-
ever involved in
No,
that
he
game
wasn't.
creation.
They made it behind his back.
What?
Yeah, they pretty
Yeah,
much
they
made
did.
it behind his back. It's one of the reasons why he left Capcom. He
Like, one of
agreed
the-
to make the third one, and then he was like, after this, fuck you, I'm leaving because of the old thing with Devil May Cry 2.
Actually, it's funny because technically, I don't think Kamiya's ever actually worked full like hands-on with
There
the
it
Devil May Cry
is.
series after the first game. It's just that it's just like with 3 and on, where he had some sort of like he was sort of a consultant for some of them, but otherwise no, they left it to some other schmo who actually knew how to make the games worth a damn, and that's
Yeah.
kind of how he stuck since 3.
You know, I
But
actually...
I agree in that I think people like Kamiya, like you were telling me the other day, Matt. I think people like Kamiya, especially with Platinum, like they work better when they're not like
yeah,
restricted.
they're
from
not
stuff.
hold down by a leash. But also, here's one thing I love: the fact that Kamiya's new studio, Platinum, was originally known as Clover, and after he left Capcom, his first game he developed was a game for Capcom. What?
Honestly, it's pretty much the same situation as how Naka had his own studio after leaving Sega, and the first thing he did was the thing for Sega.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't stray far from home and all that. So yeah. So anyway, with that said, join us in the next part as things are about to start getting pretty intense around here. And god damn, what is taking that pizza so long?
It has been 45 minutes. Where's my pizza? He's not getting his tip.
You weren't even planning on giving him a tip in the first place.